If you could hit the like, subscribe, as well as notification bell. Majority of you all that watch this channel are not subscribed to this channel. Thousands of views. We ran up the numbers last week. Let's continue to do so. I'm gonna try to be entertaining to you all, but really try to disseminate information as well about the game, because I love Warframe and I'd love to have more new people that aren't even familiar with Warframe come into Warframe and play the game. It's really dope. So right now, as you can see, I'm rocking Sevagoth Prime from the most recent update, the Lotus Eater's Quest. Everybody's a little bit upset about the Lotus Eater's Quest because it was short. People don't really know what to take away from it, what to make of it. So a lot of people are just in their feelings about the Lotus Eater's Quest. But I think DE has been doing this, been trying to do this From Software Dark Souls-ish thing where they're not giving too much away. And people just really want to understand, like the core fan base of Warframe is really about understanding what the hell's going on. People really want to know what the hell's going on at this stage of the game. So I think that's the point of contention. Another faction of Lotus Eaters is of the people that played Lotus Eaters. Like people dislike the Lotus Eater's Quest, and then you got people that dislike the people that dislike the Lotus Eater's Quest, and then you got people that dislike the people that dislike the people that dislike. It's a never-ending cycle. We're going to spiral out of control at some point. But anyway, we're all going to spiral out of control at some point. But anyway, today's stream. Okay. Today's stream, we're going to be looking at the overview of Kume and the 5 Fates. Let me pull it up here. So Kume and the 5 Fates, right? And more was announced at Gamescom. It's gonna be the fall update. It has an official name, and they're emphasizing that it has an official name, because usually we get this unannounced fall update and it's unannounced, but they throw some cool shit in the game every fall or so, and they don't announce it. You'll just log into the game and then they'll tell you, look, hot fix, you got to get kicked out, and then they'll update it, and then we just find out for ourselves. So yeah, this time is going to be a theme. And I dare say they probably spent so much time on Kume because the 1999 release is going to be such an epic release. They didn't spend too much time on Lotus Eaters. So they probably spent more time on this. And this is going to eventually also lead into Lotus Eaters. I mean, not Lotus Eaters, but also 1999. Because when I think of 5, I would think of, well, the 5 liches that we saw. I believe it was 5. It was either 4 or 5 liches that we saw, the infested liches and things like that. So we don't know what exactly the tie-in is here. People have been speculating that this Kume update, since it's fall, it'd be right in time for NABERUS, which would be perfect timing for a Spiderframe. This would be perfect timing for a Spiderframe. So some people are speculating that we are perhaps about to see a Spiderframe roll out here soon. If so, I'm all for it. Can't wait to see. But also the 5 Fates. There's a lot of things that could be about. Of course, in Greek mythology, they had fates, they had string, they had webs. A lot of people aren't making that connection. It was really the sisters of fates. But if they have 5 fates in this game, so it'll be 5 fates, whereas the sisters of fate were 3. But the 5 still keeps the dynamic, like it's an odd number. So it's still the dynamic of, majority rules dynamic type deal, even though they're usually all on one accord in Greek mythology. So there's that. But also the strands of, like, anytime we talk about fate in most games and in most mythology, it's talked about the strands of fate. If you're familiar with the Marvel universe with Loki, the recent Loki season with Kang, and how Loki had to manipulate the strands. All right, so I'm just saying there's a lot of potential for a lot of things to go on here. So what would be in our best interest is to just kick back, relax, and enjoy this update that they actually for once announced. But a lot of people are speculating that Kome is going to be a, I hope I'm saying there's a Jorogumo, which is basically a spider woman, or really a spider demon that can shapeshift into the form of a woman to lure in unsuspecting prey, typically, men seeking comfort in women. So we'll see what comes of it. I think with the setting, it being, Earth, looks like Cetus is the setting. I think we can very well expect it to be something of a more macabre nature, because the picture that they chose was black and white version, which is more like noir. And it's raining, so reading into the weather, checking the temperature and checking the reading into the artwork and how it's black and white, I think it's going to be more of a grim story. It's not going to be a happy ending like Jade Shadows was, right? I think it's going to be more of a grim story, and probably something to do with the void, do with the man in the wall, do with the indifference, and it's going to lead into the goings on of 1999. Now, that's just my prediction.
Let us sin, we're the guardians, baby, let the stakes rise.